Next build up we have is going to be the Demacia Kaisa build. So this Kaisa build is one that I really like a lot because it just feels a lot more consistent. But obviously the high roll condition is going to be getting an early Vayne drop or getting a very strong Demacia opener to get into this comp very easily. So what you want to do, and the good news about this comp is that pretty much any items fit here. Obviously some are going to be better than others, but we could take a look at the Explorer tool by going to Stats Explorer on teamfight.lol, put in Kaisa, and then we could look at the traits and then go to Demacia. So people like to do this with 5 Demacia because you're able to fit in a bunch of different long shots. And then we could go into the items. So right now, the AD version going to be doing a little bit better than the attack speed AP versions. However, if you do the Infinity Edge plus the Shojin, which is typically the build you do with AD Kaisa, it's going to be slightly better, but obviously like both versions are fine. You really just need to get into the comp. Well, you need a secondary carry, so the 2 options are going to be reroll Vayne, which is going to be 3-star Vayne, or going into a Ziggs. So Ziggs is really good if you have the utility items, like a red buff on Ziggs is absolutely bonkers busted. I'd say the most important item in this team comp is going to be the bows. I think that's why people go the AD Kaisa a bunch, because getting IE and Shojin, it doesn't cost any bows, and then you can save the bows for either Ziggs or Vayne. So in some cases, it can be a little bit easier on the item economy if you do that route. But honestly, you don't really care. You just play whatever items you're given and just slam them early because you want to play around with your strong Demacia opener. For your other units, you want to drop in Kog'Maw. He gives Void plus Longshot, and then Garen's going to be your main tank in the front with just a standard tank items. After that, you do have a bit of breathing room in this comp, so you can just play a Taric or literally anything else you feel like. Swain's a very good addition because he gives you Arcanist plus Juggernaut with Poppy and Kog'Maw. And then obviously Galio's going to be your +1 on your bench, doing a lot of work there. Very solid comp overall. I'd say this is pretty easy to play. Not the easiest comp in the world, but the only real decisions you have to make is whether to reroll for Vayne or go up for Ziggs, and deciding whether to go the comp or not, because this comp is very good early and mid game. So if you choose the right spots to play this, you just get a free game pretty much.